Who would believe that Michigan has such a huge lead after 3 rotations? They will go to the balance beam for their final apparatus here tonight. And in the individual all-around, Elise Ray has emerged as the leader by 0.05 over Karina Senior and Cory Fritzinger, with Marlene Stevens in 4th position. So that's the way the individual battle lines up, while Michigan goes to the balance beam with this lineup. They'll finish with Shannon McKenzie at junior. We will see Karina Senior.
She has definitely been refocused here tonight, opening with a front tuck. She opens that up, knew exactly where she was. Brian, that's not easy. That takes a lot of repetition in practice.
Very, very impressive throughout this competition, Karina Senior. Steady and solid. They need another good, steady, solid performance out of her on this balance beam apparatus.
Teammates yelling on the side, reinforcing those positive thoughts. There's no second guessing on this event.
Or to the home team, finishes it with floor exercise.
It's her tough part of her routine, back handspring layout. She fell on that last week. She's on this time.
Little wobble, but she stayed up.
You can hear the music in the background. A beam routine is not done to music. That's simply background music. Much better than silence. Risky element right here. A double toe turn, a D-level skill. She overturned it, had a slight wobble. Just the dismount, and she will have 4 solid events. Double full. Very nice.
Karina Senior finishes her 4 apparatus with a nice strong routine on the balance beam. Not quite a career best, but a 9.775 is going to be plenty good enough. Michigan will take that one to the bank. They are leading after all, so they might be playing it just a little safe. Karina Senior can breathe a sigh of relief. She's done for the night. While over on the floor exercise, the University of Georgia has a desperate situation going, and 4 freshmen in their lineup. Senior Christy Litchie and the national champion Suzanne Sears will anchor. Cory Fritzinger very much in the individual all-around contest. You mentioned a little something to prove in her head-to-head matchup with Elise Ray.
So far, I think she's proving it very nicely. Take a look at this pass. Nice double Arabian. Beautiful. Cory has a very serious routine, and actually Suzanne is thinking about changing it. Thinks that they can bring out her character a little bit more with a crowd pleaser. So we may see a new routine come SEC championships. She's such an intense competitor, though. I almost think that this is her character. She's very serious.
She does have kind of a game face on the floor exercise. You see a lot of athletes kind of smiling and playing to the crowd. Cory Fritzinger, it's all business here tonight.
Lipto double twist, dropping out of the air, a nice landing. Final pass, the most difficult one. Plenty of endurance here. 2.5 twist landing right on the line. No out of bounds deduction and a solid routine.
Suzanne Yocklin liked it, a 9.900. Those are the kind of scores they need. Yeah, the crowd wanted a 10. They came up a little short, but Cory Fritzinger is really on this evening.
Take a look at that opening pass. Beautiful. She does a half turn. It's an Arabian double front. Only a tiny step on it.
Over to the balance beam, and the Michigan Wolverines freshman Elise Ray, captain of the U.S. Olympic team and leader in the individual all-around competition after 3 rotations.
Front tuck right on the beam. That's difficult because of the blind landing. Remember, the beam's only 4 inches wide. Very little room for error. Handspring, back handspring layout. Saw her beauty and finesse in her floor routine. She also is very composed on this event. Double turn, very difficult.
A double turn. We saw Karina Sr. over-rotate it slightly, and now Elise Ray goes right off the apparatus.
She actually underturned it this time.
And that is going to be a huge deduction. Bye-bye individual all-around title for Elise Ray.
Michigan already had an athlete fall twice in her beam routine, so they are now counting a fall. The pressure's on.
And the coffin lid that seemed to have slammed shut on Georgia's chance for a win here tonight may have just opened back up a slight little crack.
Gainer double full, done with ease. But that fall in the middle is going to hurt Michigan.
Coach Beverly Plocky, with a smile, goes over to console her freshman star. And a 9.45 will count for Michigan in their team score in this rotation.
Brian, you can see it in their faces. They are beginning to tighten up here. They had a full point to play with, but you can't start falling off an apparatus with only a full point. Elise nailed the front tuck there, fell on that double turn, and that hurts.
Now, Suzanne Yocklin has taken Christy Litchie out of this rotation in floor exercise and substituted Talya Vexler in her place. So it is Vexler that will go. And here's a reminder why.
Christy has struggled a little bit on bars, but mainly on the giant 1.5. Not on this element, the Ginger. She's simply too far and could not hang on. 5/10 deduction right there. And then again on the beam, she couldn't pull herself back together. The layout, see the foot on the corner of the beam. She was fighting hard, but it wasn't enough. And then to make matters worse, right here at the end, on her added difficulty, the double back. Even the best have an off night, so she's out of the floor lineup.
From the sideline, Christy Litchie will watch Talya Vexler go in her place.
Luckily, Georgia has a very deep floor lineup. Talya can score extremely high. Opening with a whip through to double tuck. She floats in the air, no problem on the landing. We saw Talya lead off with an extraordinary beam performance. Solid as a rock, and she's a rock on this event as well.
Whole team getting into the act over there.
One of the requirements is to do 2 different saltos in a pass. She does 3 different ones right there. The crowd loves it.
Talya Vexler trying to fill the shoes of Christy Litchie in floor exercise. She's getting it done. The others know her choreography as well as she does.
Ending huge with a double pike that is so difficult at the end. Wow, what a great floor routine, especially since she was only the alternate coming in.
We saw a few 10s go up from the crowd. The whole team go over to congratulate her for a season best 9.900. Talya Vexler delivers.